Attraction isn't about trying too hard. It's not about chasing, convincing, or proving your worth. Real attraction, the kind that makes a woman think about you long after you've left the room, comes down to something much simpler. It's how you make her feel. And the truth is, most men don't understand how powerful their words can be. They think they need the perfect job, the perfect physique, or endless money to make a woman drawn to them. But if you've ever seen a guy who isn't the best looking or the richest, but still has women completely captivated by him, you know that's not the case. It's not about what you have, it's about how you communicate. A single phrase, said the right way, at the right time, can change the way a woman sees you. It can make her feel curiosity, admiration, excitement, even desire. And once you understand which words create those feelings, you'll start seeing women respond to you differently, leaning in when you talk, opening up in ways they don't with other men, and wanting to be around you more and more. But here's the problem. Most guys do the opposite. They use boring, predictable compliments like, "You're really pretty." They ask the same generic questions like, "So what do you do?" They over-explain, they seek approval, and worst of all, they try to impress instead of creating attraction. That's why today, on Stoic Stream, I'm giving you 5 powerful, irresistible phrases that instantly change the way women feel about you. These aren't cheap pickup lines. They're not about being fake or trying to manipulate. These are natural, powerful ways to communicate in a way that pulls women in without you having to chase. Once you start using these phrases, you'll see a shift. Women will listen to you more. They'll engage in deeper conversations with you. They'll start to see you as someone who stands out, not because you're the loudest guy in the room, but because your words carry presence, confidence, and emotional depth. If you've ever wondered why some men can say almost nothing and still have women hooked on every word, this is why. By the end of this video, you'll have 5 simple but incredibly powerful phrases that make any woman feel an undeniable attraction toward you, whether she realizes it or not. Let's get started. Phrase number 1, I almost didn't notice, but most men give compliments the wrong way. They throw out the same tired lines every woman has heard 1,000 times before. "You're so beautiful," or "You have nice eyes." But here's the thing. Compliments only create attraction when they feel genuine, unexpected, and personal. That's why the phrase "I almost didn't notice," but is so powerful. It makes whatever you're about to say feel like a real-time discovery, as if you just noticed something intriguing about her that no one else has pointed out before. This taps into a deep psychological trigger. Women love to feel special, seen, and unique. Think about it. She already knows she's attractive. She's heard it her whole life. But what she doesn't hear often is someone noticing the little details about her, something about her energy, her presence, her mannerisms, things that go beyond just looks. How to use this phrase effectively. Instead of saying something predictable, use "I almost didn't notice," but to highlight something subtle and unique about her. Here's how it sounds in action. "I almost didn't notice, but you have this way of making people feel completely comfortable around you." "I almost didn't notice, but there's something about the way you carry yourself. It's like you know exactly who you are." "I almost didn't notice, but when you talk about something you're passionate about, your whole face lights up. It's actually really cool to see." These aren't just compliments. They're observations, and that's what makes them powerful. They make us stop and think, "Oh, wow, no one has ever said that to me before." Why this phrase works so well? It creates curiosity. She immediately wonders what you're about to say. It feels organic. It doesn't sound rehearsed. It feels like a genuine thought you just had. It makes her feel truly seen. You're not just complimenting her looks, you're noticing something deeper. When you use this phrase, it forces her to engage emotionally, because now she's wondering what else you've noticed about her. And once she starts thinking about you in that way, that's when attraction starts to build. The key is authenticity. Don't just use this phrase randomly. Actually pay attention to the woman in front of you. Notice something unique, something intriguing, something that most people wouldn't say, because the moment she feels that you truly see her, in a way others don't, that's the moment she starts feeling a deeper connection to you. Phrase number 2. I don't say this to just anyone, but attraction isn't just about what you say, it's about how exclusive your words feel. Women aren't drawn to things that come too easily. They are attracted to value, mystery, and selectiveness. And that's exactly what this phrase creates. Most men throw out compliments left and right, telling every woman they meet how amazing, stunning, or incredible she is. But when a man makes a woman feel like his approval is rare and meaningful, it immediately shifts the dynamic. Instead of trying to impress her, you make her feel like she's the one earning your attention. That's where I don't say this to just anyone, but becomes a game changer. Why this phrase is so powerful. It makes her feel special. She now believes she's hearing something that most people don't get to hear. It creates curiosity. She starts wondering, why me? What is it about me that makes him say this? It positions you as high value. Men who are selective with their words are naturally more attractive. This phrase isn't just a compliment, it's a frame shift. Instead of acting like every other guy who gives attention freely, you subtly communicate that you're different. You choose who you open up to. You don't throw words around carelessly. And that makes you stand out. How to use this phrase effectively? The key to making this work is following it with something intriguing, personal, or unexpected. Here are some powerful examples. I don't say this to just anyone, but I really like the way you think. You have this unique way of looking at things that's actually rare. I don't say this to just anyone, but you have a really calming presence. Most people don't have that effect on others. I don't say this to just anyone, but you have this energy that makes people want to be around you. That's not something you can fake. Notice what's happening here. You're not just saying something generic. You're giving her a genuine, personalized compliment that makes her feel uniquely valued. The secret to making this phrase even more powerful: pause slightly before you say it. Let the moment build a little. When you drop a phrase like this too quickly, it loses its weight. A well-timed pause makes her lean in and listen more closely. Keep a relaxed, confident tone. If you say it nervously or like you're trying too hard, it won't work. Say it like it's just a passing thought that slipped out. Don't overuse it. The power of this phrase comes from its rarity. If you use it too much, it loses its impact. The moment she hears this phrase, she immediately feels chosen, special, and seen in a way most men don't make her feel. And that's when attraction starts to take root, not because you're chasing her, but because you've positioned yourself as someone worth earning. Phrase number 3, you wouldn't be able to handle me. Most men try to prove themselves to women. They over-explain, they brag, they try too hard to impress. But the men who naturally attract women, they flip the script. Instead of seeking approval, they challenge her. And that's exactly what this phrase does. You wouldn't be able to handle me. At first, it sounds playful. But underneath, it carries a powerful subtext. You see yourself as the prize. You're not desperate for her validation. You have confidence, mystery, and an edge. This phrase triggers something deep in a woman's psychology. It sparks intrigue, competitiveness, and curiosity. And the moment she hears it, she'll start wondering, wait, why wouldn't I be able to handle him? And that's when the game changes. Why? This phrase works so well it creates a challenge. Women are naturally drawn to mystery and unpredictability. Instead of putting her on a pedestal, you subtly put yourself in the dominant position. It flips the traditional dynamic. Most guys try to earn a woman's attention. This phrase implies she has to prove herself to you. It builds intrigue. Now she's dying to know what makes you so unique, confident, and different from other men. How to use this phrase effectively. The key is delivery. If you say it with an arrogant, try-hard attitude, it won't work. But if you say it playfully with a smirk, or even with a little mystery in your voice, it becomes magnetic. Here's how you can use it in real conversations. When she teases you, if she jokingly challenges you, fire back with, "You wouldn't be able to handle me," said with a confident smirk. She'll likely respond with, "Oh, really? Try me." And just like that, she's chasing you. When she asks about your dating life, if she says, "Are you a player or something?" you can reply with, "Nah, but you wouldn't be able to handle me anyway." This keeps things light, playful, and makes her want to prove you wrong. When she tries to act too cool, if she plays hard to get, you can say, "You're cute, but I don't think you could keep up with me." This subtly challenges her, making her feel the need to rise to your level. The secret to making this even more powerful: say it with confidence, not arrogance. The key is playfulness. Don't say it like you're trying to one-up her. Say it like it's a fun little game. Leave a little mystery. If she asks, "Why wouldn't I be able to handle you?" don't give her a straight answer. Just smirk and say, "It's better if you don't find out." This makes her even more curious. Own the frame. Women are naturally drawn to men who don't seek validation. This phrase subtly puts you in control of the interaction because suddenly she's the one proving herself to you. The beauty of this phrase is that it's flirty, fun, and powerful all at once. It challenges her, sparks her interest, and makes her want to engage with you more because now she has to find out what makes you so different. Phrase number 4, tell me something interesting about you. Most men ask the same boring, predictable questions when talking to women. Where are you from? What do you do for work? What are your hobbies? These questions aren't bad, but they don't spark emotion, curiosity, or attraction. They lead to surface-level conversations that are easily forgettable, and the last thing you want is to be forgettable. That's why "tell me something interesting about you" is such a powerful phrase. It shifts the energy of the conversation. Instead of just exchanging basic facts, you're challenging her to open up, be engaging, and show you something unique about herself. And that's where attraction happens, in the moments that feel different, unexpected, and exciting. Why this phrase works so well. It flips the script. Instead of you trying to impress her, you're inviting her to impress you. It creates intrigue. She has to stop and think, what actually makes me interesting? This keeps her engaged and invested in the conversation. It builds an emotional connection. You're giving her a chance to share something meaningful or fun, which helps create a deeper bond. How to use this phrase. Effectively, the way you say this phrase matters. If you say it with a dull tone, it won't work. But if you say it with genuine curiosity and a confident, playful attitude, it instantly makes her want to engage. Here's how you can use it in real conversations. On a first date or early conversation, instead of asking basic questions, drop this in with a smile. Tell me something interesting about you. No pressure, but make it good. She'll laugh, take a moment to think, and then reveal something unique. Now you've already made the conversation more exciting than 99% of other guys. When she asks you a basic question, if she asks, "So what do you do?" instead of just answering, flip the conversation. "I'll tell you. But first, tell me something interesting about you." This makes the conversation playful and keeps her on her toes. When she seems distracted or disengaged, If the conversation is losing energy, use this phrase to reignite interest and curiosity. Challenge her. You seem like you have a wild side. Tell me something interesting about you that most people don't know. Suddenly, she's re-engaged and thinking about how to hold your attention. The secret to making this phrase even more powerful. Follow up with curiosity. If she tells you something interesting, don't just nod. Lean in, ask her questions, make her feel like her story matters, playfully challenge her. If she gives a boring answer, tease her a little. Come on, you can do better than that. This creates a fun, flirty dynamic. Be ready to share your own interesting fact. If she flips the question on you, have something engaging ready. A funny story, an unusual skill, or something that sparks curiosity. The beauty of this phrase is that it makes the conversation dynamic instead of routine. Instead of just gathering information, you're making her feel intrigued, engaged, and connected, which is exactly how attraction grows. Phrase number 5. That's exactly why I like you. Attraction isn't just about what you say, it's about how you make her feel. And one of the most powerful emotions you can create in a woman is the thrill of being truly seen and appreciated in a way most men don't express. That's where this phrase comes in. That's exactly why I like you. At first glance, it seems simple, but when used at the right moment, it becomes magnetic. This phrase does something incredibly powerful. It makes a woman feel validated, special, and deeply connected to you in a way that ignites attraction. Why? Because most men either give generic compliments, "You're so pretty," that don't feel personal, try too hard to impress, instead of making her feel valued, never say anything at all, leaving her unsure of where she stands. But when you say, "That's exactly why I like you," you're doing two things at once. You're rewarding a specific quality about her, not just her looks, but her personality, energy, or mindset. You're building emotional momentum, making her feel even more drawn to you. Why this phrase works so well? It creates emotional connection. When you say this in response to something unique about her, she feels a genuine bond. It makes her feel special. She believes you see her in a way others don't. It adds a flirty, playful dynamic. When said with the right tone, it can feel teasing and fun, making her even more engaged. How to use this phrase effectively. The secret to making this phrase powerful is using it at the right moment. You don't just throw it out randomly, instead you use it when she reveals something about herself that you genuinely admire, or when you want to create a playful, teasing dynamic. Here's how you can use it in real conversations. When she shares a unique quality or mindset. If she says, "I just love deep conversations, I can't stand small talk," you look at her, smirk slightly, and say, "That's exactly why I like you," with a confident, low tone. When she teases you playfully, if she says, "Oh, you think you're so smooth, huh?" Instead of getting defensive, you lean in and say, "That's exactly why I like you. You keep me on my toes." When she does something endearing or unexpected, if she laughs in a way that feels genuine, shares a little quirk about herself, or shows a side of her personality that's unique, pause for a second and say, "That's exactly why I like you." She will instantly feel a rush of warmth and attraction because it's so personal and real. The secret to making this phrase even more powerful, use a confident, slightly playful tone. This phrase should feel natural, not over the top or forced. Pair it with eye contact and a slight pause. This makes her feel the weight of your words. Don't overuse it. If you say this phrase too often, it loses its impact. Save it for moments when it truly fits. The power of this phrase is that it makes a woman feel chosen, valued, and uniquely appreciated. And when she feels that, that's when attraction turns into something deeper. Final takeaway: the power of words and attraction. Attraction isn't about trying too hard. It's not about flashing wealth, looking like a model, or using cheap pickup lines. Real attraction comes from presence, confidence, and the way you make a woman feel when she's around you. That's why the words you use matter. They shape the way she sees you. They create the emotional spark that most men completely miss. And if you've made it this far, you now understand that it's not just about what you say, it's about how you say it and the energy behind it. Here on Stoic Stream, we focus on self-mastery, confidence, and becoming the kind of man who naturally commands respect and attraction. These 5 phrases aren't pickup lines. They're tools to help you shift the way you communicate so that women don't just hear your words, they feel something when you speak. Let's do a quick recap. I almost didn't notice, but this phrase makes her feel uniquely seen and appreciated, igniting curiosity and attraction. I don't say this to just anyone, but this builds exclusivity and makes her feel like she's earned your attention. You wouldn't be able to handle me. A playful challenge that flips the script and makes her chase you. Tell me something interesting about you. A dynamic way to make conversations deeper, more exciting, and more engaging. That's exactly why I like you. A phrase that makes her feel chosen, valued, and drawn to you on an emotional level. But the real secret: these words work only when you embody them. If you hesitate, overthink, or seek validation, they'll fall flat. But if you deliver them with confidence, playfulness, and certainty, you'll create an energy that pulls women in effortlessly. So here's my challenge for you. Don't just watch this video and move on. Apply these phrases, test them out, see how women respond, pay attention to the shift in energy. And remember, attraction isn't about pretending to be someone you're not. It's about stepping into your full power as a man and letting that confidence radiate in everything you do. That's what we're about here at Stoic Stream. Building unshakable confidence, mastering self-control, and becoming the kind of man who doesn't need to chase because the right people naturally gravitate toward him. If this video resonated with you, stick around. There's more to come. Now go out there and own it.